So it's Saturday, June 14th, 2020, and just took a little video of us just kind of posing and together. And just kind of major breathing spasm out here. Stuck for a while. You can look, still pictures fine, and here we have the reality is very different. Saturday, 4/10. Pride weekend. We will be in West Hollywood normally. So it's June 20th, 2020, Saturday, and it's kind of a bummer. This is starting at 9:45 a.m. I thankfully had 6 days off. You don't know until you have them off. Till the end of the day you have them off, but hasn't hiccuped since last Sunday, so I was hoping to get more than that. It's been years, I think 3 years since I experienced anything of length. The most I've ever experienced is 9 days in a row, I think 3 times, and that's been 3 or 4 years ago. So it's been a while. So it's exciting in a sense. Kind of, you think that maybe it's just over. But the first part of the month started out pretty aggressive. We got our electric skateboards today, so it's equivalent to like having an electric wheelchair. I don't have to work anymore. I can just stand and travel. Exciting about that. Whoa. We got our new electric boards. Don't have to work anymore. Our new electric boards, we don't have to work anymore. My wheelchair. First time right in Santa Monica. Woo! At the bike path. Oh. So June 21st, 2020, Sunday, 12:30 p.m.ish. It's deep water. Torture. Fucking torture. So it's June 25th, 2020 at 15 p.m. On my way to pick up Robert from work. I just so depressed with this. I just don't know how to work through some of this. Therapists are just stupid people, you know. They're a joke. I don't trust them at all, so they're the ones that need therapy. Nobody that hasn't experienced this really knows how to tell somebody how to deal with it. Really. I mean, so, it's too much. It's been going on since 9 this morning. Last night, it stopped right about midnight. So I get these little breaks I'm really grateful for. But it's really hard on the body. I mean, every hiccup every 2 seconds is 3 seconds, whatever it is. Whatever it decides wants to do that day, or 1 second. In some cases, it's just really hard on the organs and my collarbones, and just so stressed. Body's so stressed. Trying to get, and then you have to wear these fucking things, you know, and it's just hard to breathe in them. You feel so claustrophobic because when it doesn't matter what you're wearing, no matter what mask you're wearing, it sucks in as you hiccup in the whatever fabric it is. It doesn't matter. It's this or that. It sucks in with it, so it's suffocating you. It's just miserable. On top of the misery, I'm just not sure how this is going to play the remaining days of my life. I mean, I had 3 physicians leading into COVID-19 that were scheduled for like February, March or something, or March and April time frames. And following a test I did in January, it's all based around this test I did. And now we're all trying to determine what we can do, like what surgery or what. I have 2 gastroenterologists, one at Cedars-Sinai that's really expensive because it's not under my service plan, or it's only covered 50%. Maybe Medicare, now that that's come through, I have the card, maybe that will balance it out. He's the one that wrote an article in Reader's Digest on hiccups, so the one that I want the most is the most expensive, but he's also the one that's disappeared the most. I haven't heard from him since May of 2019 when he says, I have plans for you. He's needed to confer with another doctor that referred me to him. That's just an excuse after excuse, and I haven't seen him since. I paid him a couple $100, like $1,000 for, it's like $400 and some dollars just for the original meeting, and then subsequent meetings, and because it's not covered, I had to pay $1,000 for him, and I still never got any answers. I never got anything from him, which is pretty common for about every physician except for one gastroenterologist, achalasia specialist, because they thought that's not what I had, and I didn't. But he went into my esophagus anyway through surgery and put in an implant, I think, but also gave me, or he was gonna, oh, that's what it is, injected Botox in my sphincter muscle down in my esophagus, and then you can see that I didn't have achalasia, which I'm still questioning whether I do or not. But that was the only procedure that actually did something. it stopped some serious choking on drinking water and small bites of food. So I haven't had that issue since. And I see him at the gym. He just completely ignores me. Just like doctors, they're so fucking weird. And so anyway, I had 3 physicians lined up based off around this one test. A gastroenterologist at Cedars-Sinai, a new gastroenterologist whose name appears on a lot of my medical notes, so it must be his facility at UCLA, and so I'm going right to him. And then the one who did the test, which is a general surgeon at the hospital I worked at, Providence St. John's, who's kind of coordinating all of this. All of these are based around a physician at St. John's as well, a thoracic physician who is the one that lost. Yeah, he's the one that lost my insurance in the first place last August, and then I had to beg for help, and thankfully some people came through that carried me through that month, and then somehow I got MetLife to retract their decision, and I don't know how that happened without me taking them to court. And I had an attorney all lined up, and but they about faced. And then immediately I was having my appointment with the SSDI in January of this year, which I'd waited since 2017. When I first was denied because of their physician, their independent physician, didn't want to know anything about my condition, just about how if I could work at that moment, and that's all it was on. That's all I cared about, and I wasn't hiccuping when I saw him, so the answer was, at that moment, yeah, sure. But later that day, I started hiccuping, so no, I didn't want to know any of that, and only a judge for SSDI saw how badly I was treated compared to all the other doctors, physicians know since then, who all agree that this condition is pretty severe, and but yet knows what to do with. And so he balanced that out and apologized to me, and I brought it up, and I got a chance to explain what happened, and I hope that doctor got fired, as far as I'm concerned. So I was really happy about that. That judge was really caring and very kind and very compassionate, and took some time to really learn my case, because when he first saw it come across his desk as a potential reason for disability, I mean, he thought hiccups. That's very strange. What a weird request. And so it caught his attention, which I'm kind of wishing that it would do for doctors in general. So he spent a little extra time studying my case. I mean, he really went through all my paperwork. He knew my case, I think, better than the attorney. But she was pretty good too. I was very happy with her, and MetLife set me up with her. African-American lady. She was brilliant, and then I had a really cool judge, and he's so sympathetic, and he says, I don't want you to suffer anymore. He expedited everything, and it really was beautiful. And then COVID-19 hits, so all that happened before then, right before it hit. So I'm thankful for that, because courts are either closed or really backed up now. I mean, I would be in a really tough spot. I mean, MetLife has really followed through too, and has taken really good care of me, with the exception of frivolously dropping my case and leaving me abandoned until I could figure it out. And that was a really rough period, but I again had some really great friends that came through for me and carried me through. And I hate begging. I just hate it. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just like depression. It's not anything anybody can do, you know. This is something I have to figure out. And some days are fine, and some days are really hard. But the longer this goes, the more frightening it gets, and the more you realize that this is it. This is life, and it hurts. I'm on Norco, which is a pain medication, narcotic, that actually helps me in a lot of ways that other medications weren't able to do. This condition has caused a lot of issues besides just the hiccuping. It causes extreme diarrheas and pain, stomach pain, because it's just constant. And the Norco makes me regular, which is just brilliant. And this is all found by accident because I had a toothache over a holiday weekend. I went and had, actually it was before the holiday weekend, I had a toothache, and I went in and saw a dentist, and he didn't think that he needed to do a root canal, so he sent me off. And that was a Wednesday or Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday or something. I'll get a holiday weekend, so Monday was off. Everybody was closed. It went into extreme pain. And Robert, because he just happened to have some Norco pain medication, and that's what got me through the weekend. But that's when I realized, oh my God, this is helping me in a lot of ways. And so it was an interesting discovery, and so right away I called my primary physician, and I said, this is what I would like to take. And I didn't really know it was a narcotic. I don't know drugs that well. And she says, I'll get you some, but I need you to see a pain specialist, because you know, if you're just dealing out narcotics, they can lose their licenses too. So she needed somebody else to confirm that this is something that I should be taking. I think that was last January, or something, a year ago, January, and he right away saw that it was beneficial for me, and thankfully so, because it's made this as tolerable as it can be with whatever medications they give me. Nothing's working except that just makes it more tolerable. And so when I hear these people are, I guess it's a the narcotic that everybody's supposedly addicted to, opioids. So I don't know how you can get addicted to it. I mean, I forget to take it until I start to have diarrhea. That reminds me, oh my God, I haven't taken a pill. So my system reminds me of what I need to take it. I'm very careful about it. But it's the only thing that so far is helping me. It's not changing the hiccups or anything, but it makes me regular. So, you know, in a sense, that's really important, and takes the pains away, the collarbone pains, all the stress that it's just causing, everything. It's so intense. And so anyway, all these doctors' appointments got changed or canceled because of COVID-19, right? But not rescheduled. And are any of these doctors call to see how I'm doing, knowing that I'm suffering? Not one physician. I've seen over 30 physicians in the last 5 years over this condition. And my question now is, how many physicians do I need to see until we deem this permanent? You know, I mean, nobody's doing anything. I see these people, they charge a lot of money, and I get nothing in return. Just a medical note that has value too, because everybody wants, I mean, MetLife, I still have the report too, that they all want to see what I'm doing, you know. I mean, how many people do I have to keep paying just to write medical notes to confirm what they said the last time? I mean, I'm on disability. My income is cut in half. It's like, and then I'm supposed to be spending all this money on these physicians that are doing absolutely nothing. It just doesn't make any sense. So. And then I get taxed, as disabled people get taxed on that income. So I have to pay at the end of the year money because our lovely President Trump has made it harder to write off certain things, medical bills and things. So what used to be a write off to balance it out, no longer possible. Movie theater, movies for I treat for therapy, closed, but for the entertainment business used to be write-offs because of it's like you're studying your craft, and so yeah, that's been eliminated. Things like that have value. I'm rambling. I keep going in and out. So tired. So I have these 3 physicians, 2 gastroenterologists, and a general surgeon, and then my primary, and nobody's checking in, nobody's scheduled, nothing. So I don't know how am I supposed to be chasing these people around all the time? These professionals, expensive professionals, $100, $300, $400 an hour, $500, $600 an hour. Some are $800 an hour. They can't even have the decency to pick up the phone and call their patient, see how they're doing, or reschedule their appointments. I'm just so over it. Tired of chasing professionals. Tired of them not taking care of their patients. Just sit there, wait for you to come to them, and then they charge you and do nothing. So doctors are just overrated. Overrated. Anyway, I'm here waiting to... It's the backside of the hospital, the emergency room right here. Robert. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time.